So, hello. Some kind of strange siren going on over there. It's a weird one, isn't it? I'm looking out for what it might be. Oh my god, I've seen it! I've seen it! There it is! Quick! No, I'm only joking, I don't know what it is. So, I'm down in Trafalgar Square, quite early in the morning, it's just gone 8:30. It's raining. They said on the weather this morning that a big cloud was coming. There you go, can you see it above the church? It's a big cloud. Big cloud is coming. Bit of a drizzly day, bit of a miserable day. But the sun will come out. And of course, by sun I mean the lion's mane. I'm talking about the sovereign, the monarch, the golden one, the chosen one, the special one. It's going to be coming out a little bit later on for the state opening of Parliament. A piece of theatre, a piece of joy, a piece of happiness, and of course a piece of high security police action where they get to ride around on motorbikes and wear their special hats and, flash their lights, and people get to, tangle with their umbrellas underneath the golden arches that lead down to the Golden Palace, where the Queen will be announcing various things. There's some of our friends in a small Freemasonic van. In the distance behind me, the Victoria Tower has at the base of it the Sovereign's entrance, and that's where the Queen is going to be brought today in a strange, mystical new carriage that was being made for her, adorned with the symbols of British amazingness. This new coach has images of Lancaster bombers, because those are amazing, because bombing with high-tech planes is really cool. And it's going to even have a picture of the tree that Sir Isaac Newton was sitting under when the apple dropped on his head. An apocryphal piece of cultural mythology, something that never happened. But of course, when you're dealing with the state opening of Parliament, you're not dealing with real things. There's a man looking at a strange white horse. What a nice horse! Must be what, like the cultural centre of something, something really positive and nice. Lots of strange stuff going on there. Now, there's a lot of traffic around. It's going to be interesting because they have to shut all of these roads at some point. That's going to be interesting in itself. All the way down to the House of Parliament, a massive line of traffic. How are they going to get rid of that? Now, the Queen is going to be coming down here. I'm not going to be down here. I'm going to be down at the Houses of Parliament. I'm mildly excited. I've never done this before. I've wanted to do it over the last couple of years. I want to come down and witness firsthand this strange piece of theatre called the State Opening of Parliament. And the Queen would normally go through that gate. That is the Queen's Gate. But she ain't going through that gate, ladies and gentlemen. She doesn't go through that gate. She goes through the original gate, because of course the state opening of Parliament goes back to, really back in history, way before that thing was built, 1910. That's a very modern object, but she's going to go through the old entrance, which is through Horse Guards Parade. And of course, one part of the old traditions of the state opening of Parliament is that when the monarch arrives, a guy called Black Rod, nothing weird about that name, a guy called Black Rod will go from the House of Lords to the House of Commons, and he's very angry. He's angry because he wants to arrest members of Parliament because they've been bad. They've not been listening to what the monarch, and specifically the King, has been telling them to do. And so he rushes down there in a big fit of anger, and they slam the door in his face. They say, fuck the Queen, fuck the King. That's what they say, fuck the King. You have to be careful how loudly you say, fuck the King, when the King's private army are everywhere. Yeah, they slam the door in his face and they say, fuck the King. And then he hits the door with a big black rod and he says, no, screw you guys, I'm coming in anyway. And Black Rod goes into the House of Commons and he says to them, look guys, there's a meeting going on. The King wants to speak to you, the Queen wants to speak to you about some shizzle. She's got some stuff she wants to say, and you've got to come in the other room and we'll talk about it there. And they say, alright dude, all that stuff we said about fucking the King, don't worry, I'm sure it'll be fine, we'll come to some kind of amicable agreement. And if that sounded like I was talking a load of waffle, load of crap, load of shite, I was, but it happens every year here in central London, and it's a very high security event. Woo! A very nice police lady just told me, after a little bit of persuasion, that they're shutting this road at 9 o'clock, which is in 5 minutes. And the main reason they're shutting this road is because this is the old entrance down here with all the, I have to say, very tidy looking police officers. Of course, this event is going to be, televised nationally and of course internationally because of the propagation that is possible with the use of the internet. So, and I think we can still get through here. Yeah, we can still get through here for the time being. But they're all looking like, they're like, yeah, it's all a bit strange. Now you have to remember that anything you witness today on this video is not real. It was said a long time ago, in fact in the 1920s, when Edward Bernays wrote his famous book Propaganda, that we are in fact run by an invisible government and not by a visible government or monarch. So when they show us things and say, this is how it's done, it's to do with tradition, and in this country, in our proud historic traditions, which is the gate, by the way, which is the gate, that gate there, that dark black hole. They say in our historic traditions, this is how it's done, this is what we should be proud of. Remember that that's not how it's done, and this is not what we should be proud of, or maybe we should be proud of it, proud of our ignorance, and proud of the fact that they don't hold ceremonies with golden coaches holding, like the CEO of Goldman Sachs and things like that. He doesn't come down here much, the head of the Rothschild Bank. Doesn't get brought down this road to the Houses of Parliament much. Maybe in the middle of the night, who knows. So there we go.
Just like it. Getting your way.
Journalist.
I'm a very not a journalist. No, I would like to be one, but one other than shall we?
Remember, kiddies, the bells only ring when the evil one appears. be honest, it's fairly terrifying. They're flying the Imperial flag is on top of the House of Parliament. I don't know if you can hear, there are explosions going off in the background. There, did you hear that explosion? And there are explosions going off in the background. You know that someone dodgy has entered the palace. Yeah, that's right.